Hello there and welcome back to Ops Kit. What we've got here for you, right, this is again following numerous requests, right, is the Camelbak BFM. Right, now, lots of people have asked different questions about Camelbak and so forth. Right, I think the best way to do it is let's get some reviews published. Right, this one, right, is a 2,810 cubic inch or 46 litre backpack, and as you can see, it's quite a good size. This is certainly falls into the realms of 2 to 3 day pack in my view. Right, I've carried this on a number of outings since I've had it, which is about 3 months-ish thereabouts, and I've got to say, very comfortable. The weather here in the UK has been particularly warm over the last few months, and with the back layer on this, right, it's been very good. Right, I haven't really experienced the sweaty back any more than what I would have done if I'd not been carrying a backpack, so there you go. So what we do is we'll have a quick run through this. I'll just show you some of the features and the pockets and the pouches. Up the top here, right, we've got a nice size pocket there, okay, for your quick to get to things. On the front we've got 5 rows of molly, in addition to a 6th one up here which has got loop side velcro on it, and these are 5 loops wide. Okay, we've got more molly on the sides here, I think, have we? No, we haven't, sorry, my mistake. Right, but then we've got this fold down flap here at the front, which gives us great organisation capabilities of this bag. Right, we've got a net pocket there with a zipper on it, as you can see. We've got what looks like 2 radio pouches here, right, mobile phones maybe. Right, choice is yours, with shock cord adjustable loops on the top. Right, 1, 2, 3, 3 pen slots, another big pocket in here. Okay, and again, the pockets just get bigger and bigger until they land up back here. Right, you've got a keychain keeper there with a hook on it, or whatever you need to hook on there. Right, the whole pack itself is made out of a 500D Cordura fabric. Right, on the front panel, the gussets, the shoulder harness. You've got a 420 denier high density nylon shoulder harness, right, which we're going to in a second. Padded waist belt, 10mm padding on the shoulder straps around the waist belt. It goes on and on, it just gets better and better and better. Right, on the sides we've got adjustable compression straps, same on the other side, and the ability with the velcro retention loops to actually take care of any flappy straps. That's one thing that really annoys me. Right, we've got 2 pouches on each side. Right, smaller one at the top, ideal for a compact pair of binos, right, if that's your forte, and the longer pouches on the sides here. These will easily take 1 litre Nalgene bottles, right, and a bit more. Right, these have got grommets in the bottom, right, so if you do get any water ingression, it's just going to drain straight out. Just bear with me while I do these up. So we'll undo the top here and go into the main compartment. Right, now these, actually we'll undo all of it and go into there. Right, let's lay this straight out. Right, here we've got more storage and compression straps. Got a nice big netting pocket. I like these netting pockets a lot. You can see straight away what's in them. Right, there's no danger of getting lost in there. Right, and again on the bottom here you've got an even bigger one. Right, so you've got great organisation with this, so you're not going to end up fumbling around. The other great thing about this is where this lays flat when you unzip it, you're not going to get lost in there. Straight away you're going to be able to see what you've packed, right, and it's not going to get lost here, there and everywhere. Again, compression straps, right, so when you've put your gear in there you can cinch that down, right, so it's going to keep it nice and stable for you. You've got some really handy loops in here, right, for attaching things to. I don't know about you, but sometimes if I pack a bag and I'm in a hurry, unfortunately I have a tendency to mislay things inside. Well, apart from the fact that you can open this right up, Right, you can also attach things to these loops, so if you know you've attached something to this, you just grab your cord and there it is. Right, YKK zippers throughout on this bag. Right, again, great to see that Camelbak are using, in my opinion, the best zippers in the world. Right, there are some really nasty, horrible zippers out there, as we all know and we've all experienced. And I think when it comes down and you're buying a quality pack like this, right, it's nice to know that those people that have designed it and manufactured it are actually using the best quality products available, right, for that manufacture. Right, now, we're going to move round to the back here, back or the front, whichever way round you want to call it. I always get people, right, with discrepancies over that. You've got aerial ports here, right, so if you're packing a radio pack in the main area, main compartment, you've got exit ports there and one again on the other side. Right, the straps, as I said, 10mm thick padding. Right, they're very ergonomic, they fit in your chest well. You've got a fantastic sternum strap, right, which is down here at the moment. Again, you've got lots of adjustability on this. Right, the spare on that's looped around there so it doesn't flap about, but you've got lots of adjustability on this. The same as you can adjust it up and down, so you can get that in that perfect position for you. Right, what I like about these, you've got daisy chain loops down the length of the straps. Obviously they're strengthening the straps, give you additional attachment points, together with these bigger loops here and the D-rings, and they go right the way down to the bottom. Again, you've got the adjusters here, right, so that you're the retention Velcro loops, right, so that when you've actually got that to the right size, you can cinch up the excess, stop it flapping around. Moving on to, I'm going to remove this pipe for a second, because I actually want to show you the hydration bladder that's inside this. This comes with the 3 litre antidote bladder, which at the end of the day, right, this being my first Camelbak product, right, I had to do a little tiny bit of research on this. This is the antidote bladder, right, and I believe this was new last year, right. What's different about it is with the older Camelbak bladders, again 3 litre, when you actually filled them, they ballooned quite a lot. And when you actually put that bladder inside the bladder pocket on the back of the backpack, because you've got this rigid back here, that extra volume that you've added with the water used to encroach inside the pack, reducing the amount of available space in the pack. What Camelbak have done, right, and I can't actually show it to you, they've put a gusset in the middle of the bladder which stops it ballooning so far. Right, consequently that then is creating less of an invasion inside the actual pack with the thickness of the bladder. Right, this is great, really great. 3 litre, right, quarter of a turn, you're in. Nice big opening so you can keep it clean easily. Right, I'm a bit of a stickler for keeping things clean, especially out in the field. Right, it's only too easy to land up with a problem through bad hygiene, as I'm sure we've all experienced. But the idea of this is, there's no excuse for not keeping it clean. Camelbak do a range of cleaning equipment. Right, I know you can buy it here, there and everywhere. I haven't got it here. It's very, very good for keeping the pipe clean, the bladder clean. Right, you can use sterilising tablets like you'd use on babies' bottles, right, Milton tablets, right, for keeping it clean. There's no excuse for not keeping this bladder system clean, and if you're using it and relying on it, make sure you do. Come down to the end that you put in your mouth. I love this. Right, it's got this rubberised plastic cover over the bite valve. You've got an on and off tap here. Right, so you just make sure it's on, bite down and suck, and away you go. Right, now, one thing that my kids picked up on, and it'll take a child thing, I'm just going to pop this back in. Before I do, I'll just show you this is the bladder compartment in here. Right, now you've got a nice hard plastic insert in there. right, which is really good. It stops anything from the pack digging in your back. Right, if you needed to, you could always remove that to sit on it if you're on wet ground. Right, but we'll pop this back in here. And one of the things that my kids said, right, because they took part in the testing the same as I did, right, and to find out exactly how this was going to benefit us, was when you put your water in there, you want it to stay cold. Now with the padding and the thermal qualities of the foam and so forth in the backpack, it will keep your water cold. Right, on one particularly hot day that we had, they half filled the bladder with ice and filled it up. Now that was really great. Right, that stayed icy cold all day. But one thing I did notice, and what they'd done, was because the weather was really hot, my kids can't move without chocolate bars. They dropped a load of chocolate bars down inside here next to the cold bladder. Consequently, they had ice cold bars of chocolate coming out of there. So, just a little pointer, right, if you're going to store any stuff that might melt or what have you, or if you're going to carry it with you, not a bad place. If you've got cold water in there, that's where you put it. Right, now, I could go on all day about this. We're going to cover the waist belt, but before we go any further, I want to talk about this back padding here. It's got great ventilation properties here. Like I say, I've used this on several outings, and I've got to say, some of those days were really, really too hot for my liking, right? I'm a bit of a winter fanatic myself, but there you go. Now, I didn't suffer a sweaty back any more than what I would have done if I wasn't wearing this. So it just tells me that these ventilation channels are working and doing their job extremely well. Move down onto the waist belt. It is removable if you're not one for using that. It's velcroed inside there. I'm not going to do it now, right? You can pop your hand in, release the velcro, slide the belt out. Right, this is superb. Right, it really does its job very, very well. Right, 10mm padding again. Right, plus additional adjustment straps on the sides here. Fantastic amount of thought has gone into the construction and the design of this pack. I'm sold on this 100%. Right, in fact, in the last 2.5 to 3 months I've had this, I suppose we've had about 6 or 7 outings. Right, I've got quite a few backpacks in my collection. This is the one I've been carrying. Initially, it was just to try it out, see how it worked. Right, but I was just so sold on everything about it. The layout of it, right, suited me really well. Right, the hydration bladder built in, fantastic. It just goes on and on and on. Right, so I say I'm sold on this in a big way. If you've got any questions in relation to this, please feel free to just drop me a line. I really do not mind, right, answering your questions. If I don't know the answer, I'm sure I'll be able to find somebody that does. At the end of the video, you'll find Camelbak's web address, loads of information on there. Right, I'm really hoping. Right, here we are in the UK. Right, there's not a huge amount of models available in the UK yet. Right, I'm hoping that come 2014 we may see an expansion in the range that's readily available off the shelf. Well, we keep our fingers crossed. But bearing in mind, if it's not here in the UK, you can always order from abroad. Right, it's not an issue. We all do it. Right, we all use the internet. We've all clicked that buy it now button on that wonderful site. Right, and 9 times out of 10 it's coming from outside the UK anyway. Right, any questions, fire away. If you're new to Ops Kit, please subscribe. There are a number of good quality reviews coming up in the very near future. If you're a subscriber, you'll get the updates right in your inbox. Right, thanks for watching. Please feel free to ask away. Bye bye.